ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to The Hot Seat, the game where we eat hot wings and we talk about camp. I'm your host, Lucas Draffin, and I am the Connections Coordinator here at Inspiration Hills. And today I've got a very special guest with you, a three-time summer staffer coming up this summer. We've got Paul Anderson with us today. Paul, why don't you just go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Paul.
What positions have you held here at camp?
Counselor, and then last summer, welder coordinator, and then this summer I'll be chips coordinator.
That's great. Now, what's different this year, Paul, is that we have full-sized wings. So that means we get to be even a little bit more carnal and break it. First question today is, what keeps you coming back?
Having an opportunity and being called back to something that I feel like God's wanting me to do. I feel like it's just important to be obedient.
Let's move on to our next wing here. We've got the truff sauce. This is going to be a first lane here, so this will be a nice introduction, I think. Sorry, dink it. What do you think?
That's a nice wing.
Yeah, it's good flavor. Mm-hmm. How have you seen yourself grow?
I definitely say like leadership, just being able to lead whatever activities we're going to, if it's Bible study and doing that.
Before we eat this next wing, just to intro the next segment for you. This segment is called Name That. Let's take a bite of this wing. This next sauce is Melinda's fire roasted garlic and habanero. We're just able to be so primal and ripping apart bone from flesh. Oh, that's kind of a pleasant one.
It's nice. Mm-hmm. It's not like mean.
Let's see that first one up there, Trey. What? Was this at a retreat?
Yeah, it was.
What is happening?
They were building snowmen out of toilet paper.
Next.
Frankie's like probably one of my best friends working at camp, and one week we got to work together, and this was during the spaghetti fight, obviously, and he's like passing the torch, I guess, in a sense.
Because this was the week that you were taking over as wilderness coordinator,
yeah,
right?
I believe so, yeah. Sure.
Tell us about those relationships.
Yeah, like you just get connected with the people you work with that week.
Some people would say that that's their favorite part about their Inspiration Hills experience is the community and the people that they get to interact with. So, is that last one there, Trey? No, there's one more. Oh my!
This might have been the first week of this last summer in 2025. Yeah, a rowdy group of campers at Wilder.
What's the experience like leading a bunk group?
There's so many things happening. Like you got to move from like point A to point B to get to like chapel and to different activities. But I feel like in that time going between places, like that's when you connect the most with the campers.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Name That. All right, let's move on to our next wing. And this is the one that I'm most excited for. Red habanero and black coffee.
Get it? There it is.
All right. Cheers. Ooh. You taste the coffee? Do you taste the coffee there?
Yeah.
No?
I think that's the strongest part of it.
All right, while you're eating that wing, Paul, what do you think is going to be something that you're going to remember from your summers that you're going to be able to live out throughout the rest of your life?
Sorry, my mouth's really hard.
It's okay.
I promise I'm okay.
You need some more?
Yeah. The summers get really long. Be with the people around you, not really like just trying to solo it through and like guide it through yourself, because that's what the community's for.
This next one, actually I've never tried this one, so I have no idea what's coming. So it'll be fun. This is scorpion pepper hot sauce. Quote unquote, the heat that stings. We'll see what happens here. Look at that intense color there.
The tap.
Yeah, that hits you in the face, like right away.
I'm not gonna make it to the next one.
What is the most rewarding part of the job?
This is bad. What's good? Yeah, I would say the random. Sorry, voice crack. The random things that God just does throughout the summers. Sure. Most of the stuff I remember is like not the planned stuff. It's usually like what goes differently and how God changes things.
This is our last wing that we have to go through here. This is something that we like to call the final chapel. Right? The final chapel, you know, of course, it's the end of the week. We're all crying. We're like happy tears, sometimes sad tears. We're saying goodbye to the campers and things like that. Just like so, just a little bit extra. My mouth is watering. Okay, here we go.
Do it?
Yep, let's do it. All right, Paul, rapid fire questions here. First thing that comes to mind when I ask you the question, favorite camp meal?
Biscuits and gravy.
Craziest thing that you did at camp?
Counselor archery tag.
Okay, yep, favorite camp song?
Pharaoh.
Great. Best hog location?
I would say like up at Saddle Up, just on the benches.
One last question for you here. What would you say to somebody who was on the fence about working at Inspiration Hills?
I'd just say, like, even if you're on the fence about it, like, give it a shot, because I was on the fence about it. Give it a shot. You never know, like, how it's going to go.
Paul, thank you so much for joining us today. That, ladies and gentlemen, that has been The Hot Seat. Thank you for joining us once again. I'm your host, Lucas Draffin. If you're interested in working at Inspiration Hills, visit inspirationhills.org/serve. Hope to see you soon.